There's music in the air when the infant morn is nigh, and faintest blush is seen on the bright and laughing sky.
Down our way, where old-fashioned singing and homey gatherings make living mighty pleasant. The town may be kind of small, but these folks have big smiles and big hearts, and they know what it is to have simple fun. They meet every week at the home of Eli and Jenny Jenkins, where they practice the singing they'll do at church socials and all the friendly gatherings down our way.
Land sakes, that always happens when I got biscuit dough all over my hands. All right, I'm a-coming as soon as I can. Hello? Oh, it's you, Patience. Yes, I did everything just as you told me. Uh-huh. Oh, it'll be grand.
Oh, hello, Jenny. Oh, excuse me. I didn't notice you was talking on the phone.
Hello, Eli. What's that? Oh, what's that, Patience? Well, of course I won't tell him. This is too important to have any slip-ups. Uh-huh.
I should have said you was listening on the phone. Nobody but Patience can keep up such a jabber as that.
Yes, you can trust me. This is too important to let anything happen. The decision is made, isn't it? All right. Goodbye, Patience. Goodbye, Mrs. Baxter. Goodbye, Mrs. Holcomb.
Well, I thought you was talking to Patience.
I was.
Well, then what was you doing saying goodbye to them other two?
Well, they're on the party line, so as I always show them the courtesy of saying goodbye.
But, Jenny, do you like them listening in on your conversation?
Of course not, but by being polite to them, I at least keep them happy so as they don't repeat the worst of what they hear.
There's no figuring you women out. It sounded like you and Patience was talking over something mighty important.
Yes, we was, Pa.
Some pretty big plans is being laid, if I overheard correctly.
You did?
From the way it sounded at this here end, I'd say it must be about as important as anything that ever happens down our way.
Will be, Pa.
Doggone it, Jenny. A man can have a heap of money, and he can be as strong as a team of horses and as smart as one of them there school teachers, but if a woman's got a secret, he'll still feel like the biggest dad-blasted old fool that ever lived.
While Eli and Jenny are getting ready for the weekly singing practice, the two younger members of the group, Cliff and Alice, are discussing what number to select for the church social. Leastwise, that's the excuse Alice made when she dropped into Cliff's gas station.
It sure is a nice surprise to have you drop in this way, Alice.
You said that a moment ago.
I did? Well, it'll bear repeating. It sure is a nice surprise.
Oh, stop. Besides, I'm the one that had a nice surprise. Imagine finding that you have a piano here in the gas station. It has a pretty tone, too.
I vocalize between every 5 gallons of gas.
It must be fun running a gas station and meeting lots of people.
I've done a lot of thinking since I've been here.
Must be deep thinking from that somber look.
I guess I've wished that singers could be more like the gasoline I sell. Well, out in front I have 2 tanks. One is standard gas, the other is ethyl. Now I know and everybody else knows that the ethyl will give better performance.
Yes?
But here I am a singer. I don't know whether I'm an ordinary singer or maybe an ethyl-grade singer. If I'm just ordinary, it's foolish for me to try to save money to get more training and amount to something in the musical world. So, you see what I mean? If singers could only be classified like gasoline...
Yes, I see. But there's something you didn't know. I am an infallible judge of good singers. I've a mystic sense inherited from my great-grandmother. You can see for yourself. After finishing our song, if my nose twitches like a bunny rabbit, you'll know that you possess extraordinary talent.
Incredible. And to think I might never have known.
Let's sing before the magic sense leaves me. Do you know this?
Uh-huh.
Is the key all right?
Fine. The flowers gently nod their drowsy heads. The birds are long since hushed and still. Hushed and still. While softly from the woodland far and near calls low and sweet the whippoorwill. The moonbeams seem to nestle in your hair, reflect the vain regret I know. The hour has come to say good night. Good night, beloved, good night. May angels guard your rest until the little birds at dawn shall sing from out their nest. And oh, thy land is wide, and welcome the light. Oh, welcome the light. Oh, I will wait you there. Good night. Beloved. Good night.
See?
What?
See my nose? It's twitching like mad.
So it is.
Cliff, please don't ever lose faith in your ability, not for a minute. Just hang on to that dream of being a great singer, because you have all that it takes.
Okay, Alice, if you think so.
Can you reach it?
Sure, just sit still. Cliff's gas station. Who? Oh, yes, Mrs. Jenkins. Yes, we're coming right on up now. Well, Alice stopped by here. Oh, you want to speak with her?
Yes, I'd like to speak with Alice a moment, if I may. Now, Cliff says Alice with him, and they'll come right up.
Tell her we're all here waiting.
Hello, Alice? Yes, we're all waiting. You have? She says they already been practicing their duet down at the gas station. Don't know what advantages that could have.
I bet I can guess.
Oh, Eli. What was that, Alice? Yes? Yes, everything's working out as planned. If you will just remember to bring the thing. Goodbye.
Is Alice in on this here secret, too? I don't know what in tarnation's going on here.
Would you like some of my powders for your blood pressure, Eli?
Oh, ain't you satisfied to take 'em yourself, Ben? Always trying to get me to swallow the stuff, too.
Can't you two just sit for a minute without arguing? Cliff and Alice will be here in a jiffy, and then we can start.
Yeah, there was only a block away. I don't know why you insist on using the telephone for just a block. I could have stuck my head out the window and yelled at him.
I wouldn't be leaning out of any windows if I was you, Eli.
Huh?
'Cause your birth sign is Taurus, and for the next 3 days, Mercury is in square aspect with Pluto. These is mighty dangerous days for you.
No, I can find enough things to be scared of here on Earth, Patience, without looking to the stars for more. Can you let him in, Jenny?
Good evening, Mrs. Jenkins.
Hello, you two. Come right in.
Have we kept you waiting?
You don't think I'm a-setting here just to be in the company of old Eli, do you?
Alice, did you do what Jenny asked you to?
Yes, I brought the thing.
I'll be concerned if I'm going to listen to any more of that secret talk. Let's get to singing.
All right, everybody. Gather around while I get settled here.
First thing we better do is to pick out a song for the Grange meeting. That's a pretty one we used to sing, Jenny. That something about cotton blossoms.
Oh, this one?
Yeah, that's the one. But you have to put it down a notch or two. We ain't all sopranos. Yeah, that's all right. All right, everybody.
I was going home again and was waiting for my train in a quaint old railway station way out west. All the world was bright to me, for I knew I soon would see dear old mother and the girl I loved the best.
I could see the rusty gate where I swung with sweetheart Kate, and my old plantation home that stood below.
May the soft moon gently shine on your sweet face, mother mine. In the home down where the cotton blossoms grow. Picture tonight a field of snowy white. Hear a darky singing soft and low. I long there to be where someone waits for me. Down where the cotton blossoms grow. Picture tonight a field of snowy white. Hear the darky singing soft and low. I long there to be where someone waits for me. Down where the cotton blossoms grow.
You know, that there Southern song about blossoms reminds me of a poem I once writ. Would you all like to hear it?
We all don't never have much of a chance in the matter.
Why, Ben, of course we'd like to hear it, Patience.
Well, if you just insist.
No, we don't.
No, we don't.
Orange blossoms are a pretty sight, a-growing on a tree. I'd rather wear 'em on my head, a blushing bride to be.
Oh, that was right clever. Don't you think so, Ben?
You should do some professional writing with that talent for poetry.
Should do some. Why, I've had my writing published in the Weekly Gazette and the Mill Grove Bulletin, and I won the Poetry Award at the county fair back in '34. So you ain't talking to no amateur.
I'm sorry, I didn't know.
You got to remember Alice is new here. She don't know about your fame and reputation like we do.
Suppose not.
Don't you think it's time we got started getting ready for, well, you know what?
Yes, I think so.
Let's get off in the kitchen where we can talk without everybody overhearing.
We still got to be careful, though. These walls is paper thin. Will you excuse us, boys?
Now go on in the other room. Nobody's interested in your old secret, are we, boys?
Shucks, no.
Yeah.
Now that we's alone, I'll tell you my plan. I'll just call you Captain Patience and you Lieutenant Alice.
Right, General.
As you know, the overall plan involves the captain here capturing Objective X, which objective has offered stiff and continuous resistance.
Correct.
So this is D-Day for another attack. Only this time we got strategy on our side. We also got what amounts to a secret weapon, otherwise known as the Thing, which the lieutenant here has brung along.
Right, General. But I had to leave it out on the porch.
Hadn't you better instruct her to be bringing it in at a given signal?
Now, Captain, I'm in charge of this operation. I'm responsible for its carrying out, so I'll be giving the orders.
Well, you needn't court-martial me just 'cause I make a suggestion.
Let's synchronize our watches. It's exactly 11 minutes to 9.
Check.
At H hour, I'll be leading the initial attack.
Have you got the matches handy? You'll have to work fast once it's lighted.
Got 'em right here in my apron pocket. Now, at the same time, Lieutenant, you'll have to be getting the Thing ready for the second assault. And if the captain here can't capture the objective after all that softening up, she ain't made of the stuff I think she is.
Don't you worry about me none. After them 2 barrages plus the element of surprise, I'll take the objective and fit in style.
Can you hear any more, Eli?
Now they just keep talking about guns and cannons and stuff. I wish this here keyhole was just a mite bigger, and I'd have a better view of what they're doing.
I read once about some gals called the Amazons.
Oh.
Yeah, they went off and did all the fighting while their men folks stayed at home and ate bananas.
Oh.
Are you sure you heard right, Mr. Jenkins? They must be kidding.
I ain't never seen more serious looks on 3 female faces. This ain't no joke, son. Ooh, there they come. Hey, get back to your seats.
Here, Eli, let me help you up.
Oh.
You ought to know better than to squat down that way with your rheumatism.
Oh, I was just...
I know.
Oh, Jenny.
Come on. Now, since you gents undoubtedly heard